The stream. Appreciate you for stopping by. What up? It's not working, is it? Hey, welcome to the stream. Dude, I just want to hop on here. I saw something about Call of Duty, and Call of Duty is fucking cooked at this point, dude. They hold on. I'm gonna put my browser up, and we're gonna watch a video here. Essentially, Activision is putting a virus, a botnet, on almost everybody's, not almost, literally everybody's Call of Duty copies. So if you have Call of Duty, I think it's Modern Warfare 2 is where it started with. But I wonder if Cold War has it. I don't know. But I do know that the new Black Ops has essentially a fucking botnet in that motherfucker. Dude, it's insane. Activision. Dude, this is absolutely insane. Hold on, let me get a new window. Here. Dude, Activision. If you just hopped in the live, I put a fucking an actual bot net. And let me just look up botnet definition. A botnet is a network of devices that are infected with malware and controlled by a hacker. Hackers use botnets to perform cyber attacks, such as sending spam or disrupting networks. Essentially, it's automated malware that uses your system's resources or whatever, you know. You can technically put a crypto miner, I think, in the same. So, look at this. COD botnet. May not be nothing on the internet. I've only seen it a few times with the videos I've seen. Pretty real. Call of Duty has a virus. Right here.
We've just got some insane information exposed about Call of Duty that has never been shared before, and it's bad. Just a warning, this is actually bad. So just a disclaimer, brace yourself for what's coming. All credit right now goes to Branch Off Bush, who I'll link in the description. He's much more knowledgeable than I am about computers, game development, and coding, and his explanation is incredibly in-depth and precise. However, it's a little difficult to understand for an everyday average gamer, so I'm going to simplify and relay this information to you in a way where it's widely accessible. Branch Off Bush has been trying to get the attention of the mainstream Call of Duty community for a while, but it was clear we weren't ready to hear the information yet. This tweet shows him tagging a bunch of larger creators in the Call of Duty community, telling them that he helped a government agency expose the fact that Activision executes software that has unrestricted access to your computer's camera. But it's a lot more than just...
See, now they have... You have Call of Duty right now on the exact device you're watching. You have a virus. They have complete control over your peripherals.
That. This is going to expose a lot of what Activision is doing behind the scenes, not just with manipulating the game, but also with your computer or console as well. I'm going to teach some complex computer things here in a short time, so pay attention and get ready to get rocked. We've never outed anything like this before. The first thing I need to explain is something called a DLL file. DLL stands for Dynamic Link Library, and it is, put very simply, a file that runs in the background of your computer that contains code that multiple programs can access at the same time. For example, if a program needs to access your camera, like Zoom or Skype, instead of the developers needing to write code within that software to control
How plugins work, like in OBS and whatnot.
Your camera, they can instead tell the software to access a DLL file that is already on your computer to access the video feed of your camera. It's basically a shortcut for developers. Instead of recoding functions that your computer can already do, they just tell the software to access a toolbox of code that is already capable of doing that. In the simplest terms possible, why build a hammer from scratch with your own resources when you can just reach into your toolbox and pull one out? This being said, Branch Off Bush, when helping this government agency find out what Activision was up to behind the scenes, used software that detects what DLL files a certain program was accessing while it was running. First, he
Call of Duty had the government on their ass because of this.
Tested this software on Black Ops 1 while playing combat training. He found that it accessed only a single suspicious DLL file called ntdll.dll. Now, bear with me here. Black Ops 1 was designed to run on both
Spoiler alert, this one's normal.
32 and 64-bit systems, or newer and older systems at the same time. But since Black Ops 1 was also compatible with Windows XP, an older operating system, the game was accessing this DLL file in order to utilize the resources necessary to translate the game over to a 64-bit system from a 32-bit origin. Put simply, Call of Duty was accessing this DLL file present in Windows in order to make an older game compatible on a newer system. So it is not suspicious activity. The game simply requires code that Windows already possessed, so that the devs didn't need to code their own translation software. Rather, they pulled from the DLL toolbox that already existed on Windows. So that was a total mouthful, but it sets up the absolute bombshell that I'm about to drop next. When using the same software that detects what DLL files a certain program is potentially utilizing maliciously, but this time on Modern Warfare 3 2023, the software found something that would shock you. The first list of utilized DLLs when Black Ops 1 was investigated was this big. Only 6 DLL files were utilized by Black Ops 1, and none were suspicious or malicious. When the software was run on Modern Warfare 3 2023, the list was this big. Holy smokes. For context, and not just because Black Ops 6 is more modern, bro, XDefiant uses, you guessed it, 0 DLLs when it was tested with the same software. The game accesses a lot of your computer's functionality, but hold on. There's one in particular that stands out from the rest. While I will grant that a lot of these files are innocent, this one right here is cause for great alarm. nvcamera64.dll. Whoa. Now
DLL that sits here and essentially hacks into your system. And this is very illegal, by the way. What the guy discusses here is Activision's on some very shady shit.
we're getting somewhere. Call of Duty is using files in your computer that are designed to access your camera's video feed, even when you don't have a webcam active. Call of Duty, immediately on startup, has direct access to your camera, despite
That makes me wonder if emulators like PS3 one and Xbox 360, if I go ahead and I play, Black Ops 3 or whatnot on there, is it able to go ahead and take control of the PC? You know what I mean? Because that's not 100% PS3.
the game an anti-cheat not at all requiring camera access. Not a single function.
See, and the entirety of the anti-cheat was so big. Okay, that probably needs some system access, right? It doesn't need your camera though. That's like if you've ever downloaded a game on Android and it asks you, would you like to give this app permission, camera, location, whatnot. This is essentially what this is, and it doesn't really require it. You know, it's like when you download a calculator and it's wanting your location, camera access, phone access. You know,
Within Call of Duty
there's no
requires such
reason
a
that
thing to
Call of
be
Duty should be
active.
needing
So
cameras.
why is it active? Well, look no further than this Activision owned and created patent. Methods and systems to modify a two-dimensional facial image to increase dimensional depth and generate a facial image that appears three-dimensional. Why on God's green earth does this patent need to exist? The scariest part is that this image included in the patent's resources displays a player's face overlaid over their gameplay. The footnote
Okay. You just spent what, $900 on a brand new console, and it's tracking your eyes, your face, and everything. It's watching you.
that describes this image reads as the following. In embodiments, the expression
You're just chilling in your place, in your underwear at like 3 in the morning. Some dude at Activision just watching you eating his lunch.
/ reactions
Some
of
third
movements
shift
of
employee
image
at Activision.
1504, which is this image right here, reflect the user's expressions / reactions and movements in real time.
That's insane, and that's a violation of privacy.
This software is capable of using your camera to read and analyze your reactions and emotions, and the game is also confirmed to be accessing your camera as soon as the game starts up. But then we have to ask, why is Call of Duty getting access to your camera the moment the game boots up? It's not to design a 3D model of your face for graphic design purposes, or maybe it is, I don't know. But what other things has Activision created or perhaps patented that would
You can use face tracking for both of those. There's no reason why Activision is sitting here using it for nefarious purposes and for 3D modeling, which for one is like using their entire player base as, you know, models, essentially. Whether they're actually making one-to-one models of that person or not, you know, or identical models of that person or not, it doesn't matter. They're still using them as a model, you know?
need camera access in order to get the most benefit out of it? Well, we return once again to one of our favorite patents, system and method for driving microtransactions.
This one is insane. This is like EA's wet dream. The CEO and executives over at EA sit there and rub themselves into the desks of this shit. Tell you what, you want a job at EA? Just show them this little bad boy right here. System and method for driving microtransactions and multiplayer games. Essentially, you look away from your screen, the ad's gonna stop playing until you look at it. Because you're gonna watch that shit. You're gonna sit here and watch an ad whether you like it or not. That's what
in multiplayer video games. And here is where I drop the bombshell. We can see right here in this patent that Activision has designed a system that does a few things by reading the emotional state of a player using visuals. Firstly, in this section right here, it reads, examples of quality factors include, without limitation, a player quitting a match or gameplay session while other players are still playing, indicating satisfaction, blah, 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 until we get right here. A player engagement factor, e.g., a speed of player input, a level of focus as determined from camera peripherals, etc., where greater engagement may indicate greater satisfaction. So in this patent, a camera is used to analyze the emotional
it makes sense. You want to make your player feel more engaged with your game. And this is not even the entire video. I've watched this already, kind of, and I've watched it, I think, probably till almost the end, you know, not really paying attention. This is insane.
State of a player. Another section reads, the quality factors may include, for example, a duration of a gameplay session, e.g. via analysis of player historical data, player psychological state, e.g. frustration level, and or other information.
So, i.e., they're watching you. They're stalking you. They're spying you. Whether it's some dude at a desk watching you, you know, like some security guard, or, you know, an AI watching you and taking in data, that is still spying, stalking, and watching. And very illegal. It doesn't matter about terms and conditions, because at least in America, there's a law about terms and conditions. That's why the Red Note Act, even though you have to follow Chinese law, until you go to China, they can't sit there and put you in China jail. Essentially. You know, I could sit here, go a Red Note, and be like, fuck, you know, whatever, you know, and since I'm an American citizen, China can't be like, hey, we want that guy, you know. But then if I go to China, then there you go. So that's how, you know, kind of a little comparison on how not copyright, terms and condition law works in America, at least, you know. Here, just because they put in the terms and conditions and user agreements and the EULAs and whatnot, hey, this and that, You know, it doesn't mean that, and even just because you click agree doesn't mean that you actually legally have. It's not a legally binding contract to a certain extent.
So Activision has created methods and systems that read player emotions in order to drive microtransactions and rig the matchmaking. And the best part? The patent that creates 3D facial images out of 2D images is cited within the microtransaction patent. And they have an AI that listens to your microphone in game chat, so the game has unrestricted camera access, can see your face and hear your voice without you giving them permission to see your face or hear your voice outside of voice chat.
You know, I was like one day in the room with the fucking idiot who had this idea at Activision. You know, this is some 1984 stuff. Sitting there playing Call of Duty, and all of a sudden, you know, a dude just pops up on your screen. We're watching. Like,
unless
we're watching.
Somewhere in the terms of service, there is a loophole that we sign up to, which I wouldn't be too surprised about. This is really bad. So Call of Duty has camera access as soon as the game starts up, and Activision has patents that suggest that a camera can be used in-game to measure your engagement levels and do whatever else it wants to do. Remember, when Branch Off Bush did this text with XDefiant, no DLL files were pulled at all, meaning the game wasn't using anything on the system to run the game. And
See, XDefiant is a newbie. I haven't played it. Maybe I'll play it on screen here. But, dude, there's no reason. Exactly. XDefiant says there's no reason why you can't have a good game and not be spying on the people. Now, look, this system could be 100% good and ethical if you gave people the option to opt out and not some weird, you know what I mean, like long thing, hidden in a whole big old agreement, you know, for people, everybody just clicks yes and then legally it's actually binding and all that. You're kind of like a play testing group. Pay people for using their data, for using their time, and for invading their home. It just makes sense. You don't want to be investigated by the government for this, for putting a virus in your game. And be ethical. Pay people. You know how many people would probably be 100% on this and would probably play the game a lot more if you would just pay people for collecting their data instead of illegally breaking into people's houses electronically and watching them, their every move, listening to them, and then collecting their data as well as their face for 3D modeling. This is insane.
The game was executing all...
You know, not that Call of Duty is dying, but there's a lot... If you're looking for a fine FPS, and there's plenty that try to recreate the original COD days, you know, and who knows, maybe COD will actually realize they're being stupid. Maybe somebody there will just, you know, get fired or something. But dude, until then, Call of Duty may not have a long lifespan, aside from the fact that they're going to keep making games as long as they get money from it. And you know, I don't know.
All of its own unique
kind of sad.
code.
I really
That's
love Call of
quite
Duty.
interesting. XDefiant, a game without manipulative matchmaking and a transparent dev team, doesn't use any DLL processes, not one, nor does it do any other kind of engagement measurement. But then we get to Call of Duty, where we can feel something is quite off about the game, and we suddenly discover the game has unrestricted camera feed access, as well as patents about reading player emotions for engagement, that cites a patent that uses a camera to model a 3D face out of a 2D image.
And this is when priority date was 2016. I don't know what that means, but apparently this is when this started. And the day they published the patent was 2018, well, the year. 2018 methods in the system to display a two-dimensional face image to increase dimensional depth and generate a facial image that appears three-dimensional. That's gaslighting up the ass. That's like if I smack somebody and I'm like, I'm just smacking you because I love you. I'm just beating the shit out of you because I love you. You know, I'm just spying on you and, you know, breaking into your house because I want the game to be good. No.
I wonder what they could be trying to do. But this next patent seals the deal. May I present to you methods and systems for...
This is the fucking one right here, though.
continuing to execute a simulation after processing resources go offline. Already, the name of this patent is incredibly off-putting, but then you read into what it's capable of doing, and you start to really question what's going on. Get ready for this one. A system and method is provided that simulates gameplay of non-player characters, NPCs, distributed across networked end-user devices. The system may identify end-user devices that are connected to the system through a network and are available to participate in a simulation in which each participating end-user device is provided with one or more NPCs to be executed. An end-user device may be available to participate when it has sufficient computing capacity, such as when in an idle or standby state. As such, the system may leverage spare computing capacity of networked end-user devices to execute NPCs at networked end-user devices during a simulation. In this manner, the behavior of an NPC may be tested using real-world connections that may affect gameplay, such as network connection quality, user-to-user game engine coordination and data exchanges, and/or other real-world conditions associated with networked end-user devices. That's wicked complex, but this is essentially what is called a botnet, which is a computer virus, which is a felony. For
Botnet. Exactly. They have a felony, and it's not a felony for you to have the game. It's a felony for them to package the game and distribute it with a botnet in it, and then also use that botnet.
For those of you who don't know, botnets are a network of computers that have been artificially connected by malware or a virus. Within a botnet, the combined computing power of every computer is used to more efficiently perform fraudulent activity, such as generate more spam emails, DDoS a website, steal data, mine cryptocurrency, or spread malware to link even more systems into the botnet. Put simply, a botnet is a virus that links multiple computers together and uses their combined computing power to more efficiently perform whatever tasks the controller wants them to do. It's hijacking computers as zombie batteries for a shady operation. That being said, this patent looks like they simply patented a botnet, which again is an illegal virus that hijacks your computer's processing power.
Same thing as a crypto miner. What is a crypto miner? A crypto miner is something programmed, really. So let's say I take Combat Master and I repackage it, right? I uncompile it, repackage it, send it to you, or put it online or something. And within that package, I actually have another program that's running in the background that uses your resources, your GPU, your CPU, and it takes. Your system is running hot. You ain't playing games like you was, and it essentially mines cryptocurrency, usually Bitcoin, Ethereum, because those are very resource intensive coins.
Because it's
So essentially, they're running a crypto miner, but not for crypto. It's a resource miner. They're mining your resources. Like I said, this would be a great idea if they pay people and let people actually make money from it, because we know they're making a good amount selling our data. A very good amount. And so if they actually pay people fairly for their data, because they already make money in other ways too. It's just greedy people at this point that run these operations. Greedy ass people who need to be fired. And we need people in here that's passionate about these games and about gaming in general, entertainment, creative work, not people that are just cold machines coding, and cold people that are just cold machines wanting to make money. It's bullshit. That's why, like Black Ops 6, a few Call of Duties ago, the hype behind every Call of Duty was insane. You have every YouTuber just sitting here every other week or something like, hey, here's something I might have saw online. Who knows? It looks pretty cool. Don't know, but it looks cool because they knew people would want to get on it because the hype was really big, And the hype was big for a minute. Like Black Ops 6 was there, Black Ops 6 was, I'd say, normal for like recent Call of Duty games, but it's only getting smaller. People are getting tired of Call of Duty. I like Call of Duty. I grew up on it. I fucking love it. I'm very nostalgic for it. It has a special place in my heart. But dude, the developers, and it may not even be the developers, because they're essentially following orders, The people who are running this company are running this game into the fucking ground, and whether they're intentionally doing it or not, maybe they'll all get better now that DEI is away from the picture. Maybe no more diversity hires, the same way they're doing with the military. Stop hiring people just because they're a certain, attribute about them that makes them a diverse hire and diversity in the workplace or the game or whatever you're making. That's just a horrible way to run it. You know, if you got 500, dude, at the end of the day, if you're in a room with, and I'm white, but if you're in a room with a bunch of people, you got an Asian, a Hispanic, a black guy, and a white guy. Who knows what country they're from? All right. But let's say the white guy, he can do the job, so I'm kind of okay. You know, not really. He doesn't really touch pork on time a lot, right? You got the Asian guy, he's okay at his job. And you got the black guy, he's okay at his job too. And you got the Hispanic, he's okay at his job. Right? Now, the logical thing here would be to hire who, right? Not the white guy, because he's the lowest in the totem pole there when it comes to work skills. Right? But these modern companies now, because of the DEI stuff, are doing it the exact opposite. So even if the white guy is qualified, they would rather hire black people or gay people just because of the fact, which is a smack in the face to those people and to that race in general. You know, that's like giving a kid a remote that doesn't have something plugged in. You know, like, yeah, you're doing something when you're not really. You know, it takes away years of work, you know, to kind of change the social stigma on people that aren't, you know, the same color as you may be, you know, for everybody. It's just a smack in the face. It's stupid business practices to just hire people based on color. You know, color is not a merit that is good in business or anything to base off of skills, because it's a base skill off of, you know, because that's just stereotyping then too. But either way, diversity hires, in any way you look at it, are not good. Whether it's you want more white people in there, you want more diversity with white people, or you want more diversity in the sense of more black people or Asian people or Hispanic people. You know, it doesn't make sense.
Have Call of Duty together in order to run simulations, theoretically. If we reference another patent, it essentially describes how Network is creating methods to make AI NPC players that are indistinguishable from real human beings. This is another favorite patent of mine. This is incredibly useful to them, because in order to toss engaging matches, they now don't have
Yeah, a little off script, but
to rely on finding the right human being for the job. They can simply put you into a match that is perfectly tailored for your engagement, and you have no idea it's actually a simulation with no real human beings. Having recently apparently proved that AI bots are now in COD, you can see where I'm going with this. And
dude, this is the same shit that Meta's doing with Facebook. Everything's gonna have AI. Nothing's gonna be real anymore. Like, this is fucking bullshit. Look, like, yeah, AI should be great, but when everything's AI and you don't know if you're playing against a real person or not, it doesn't make the game fun. I don't want to play the game. Now, if I know there's bots and I know how to make sure that I don't play with bots, I think that's a great way to keep the game alive after people are done playing on the server, so people that still enjoy the game can play the game when other people aren't online.
And just recently, we've discovered that on Steam, the game doesn't close properly. It has processes
I wonder why.
that stay open once you...
Epic Games has something like this too. Like, it keeps its web services handler online. It has a few crash handlers. And this is for Unreal Engine, and I'm sure it might be for anything that's under the Unreal Engine. But dude, it just keeps using resources for no reason. And you can't close it either. You have to restart your computer.
Quit. You think something might be going on here? These two patents together, executing a simulation when resources go offline to train NPCs in real-world conditions, and creating NPCs that are indistinguishable from human beings, we can start to assemble the puzzle pieces. And it's not pretty. In gameplay for the sake of making as much money as possible, we get a case that is incredibly suspicious. And the only counter-argument is one of pure cognitive dissonance. This is bad. And it's undeniable. Call of Duty doesn't need access to your camera for the gameplay to function properly, but for some reason, it's accessing your camera anyways as...
Big, what the fuck, why are they using your camera? They want to make more money. Simple, dude. They want to make dramatically more money as much as they can, as quick as they can, for as long as they can. Oh, I get this. We got Twitch chat here. Yeah, dude. They're fucking fried at this point. I mean, fry. There's no reason to fucking be using this shit. No reason. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put some of these songs in the background because why not? Wait a minute, wait. Wait a minute, baby. Wait a minute, wait. Okay. I think I'm gonna get back on the live here after I eat. I may eat on the live, I don't know. But we'll get back and I'll probably be on some Combat Master. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can look on the bottom and there will be a stamp so you can just skip this waiting time. And if you're live, go chill, you know, go to a news tab, go next to the video and subscribe if you want to. And I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm going to be back in like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. What's up? And play some combat match for combat. Team deathmatch. That's tight. Also, if any of y'all watching want to hop on and 1v1 or just hop in the lobby, dude.
See you on the other side.
Give me an invite.
Attack.
You keep down those drones too. I've seen people online complaining that they're too overpowered, dude. They're not overpowered at all. I think you're run away from them. You got some shit though. Like you think real ass drones are easy to get away from.
Okie dokie.
Like, one of my teammates could have gotten that dude that was already at him off.
Too easy.
Also, we're also multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So if you're on YouTube right now and you don't like the YouTube live, which kind of is an afterthought to this platform, go and go to Twitch. If you want to support the channel in any way, financially, you can go to kofi.com/HaterInfinity. Links in the description. And on Twitch, it's in the bio, or on the page, on the social link. Yeah, I see him! I heard that fucking drone. See? That little as soon as you hear that noise, dude.
Spree.
See, can we get a kill from all over here? There we go. See, if you're on those zip lines for way too long, some of them will kill you. See? I was up in the air for way too long. Right there, see where people see. Okay, somebody got him. Probably gonna be more of those buddies coming up this way though. It's not them, yeah, see? Or this is where they're spawning or something. Yeah, this is where they're spawning. I'll go over to the Twitch and check the Twitch chat. I think I'm like 3 point. I'm like the 33% best players in the world. I kind of want to get up to 1% and then to 0.1%. Oh, I still got the one thing up for you guys seeing the pod stuff, aren't you? Hey. So the game just like glitch on me? Match in progress. I don't know that. Let's go over here. I don't want to play the game anymore. I think I'm doing okay. I got 600 something no scope. I'm level 35. Alright, we got a ranked XP token with Activision. Let's go ahead and start new people. YouTube for like a watch. I get banned from YouTube this time. Yeah, I had no idea I could just do this here. Hey. I got a video of this one where I went like fucking ham.
Okie dokie.
It's easier to shoot those if you're actually paying attention to them. Like you sitting there in the middle of a fucking firefight and all of a sudden, right in here.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, that's just crazy. So that. And that. Just a little bit. And that.
Good luck.
Nobody was just waiting, wasn't he? What the fuck?
Okie dokie.
Hey!
Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
Ooh, double kill. Get off though. haven't played this version yet. What is this? Yo, the jumping is insane. Oh, fun as fuck. That was a Demon Slayer mode. Okay, we got another one, boys. One more. I feel like jumping at people here is the best way, or like beating up on them like that. This might be my favorite mode come up. It's hard to really get a kill with these and stuff. That dude, that's so many hits. There. Wait, is he still up there? Come on, I can jump over this guy. Hard. I mean, he's actually over here killing. Where are we at in the league right now? Ah, this is actually lowering. Playing Demon Slayer is actually lowering. Demon Slayer. How about we just keep playing Demon Slayer? Because Demon Slayer is plus dope. You playing gun games? Not Demon Slayer. But you got him. You got him. You got him. We got 2 more people left. Oh. You got him. Does that make us? We're down 3. see, and in 2 hours, we have more daily challenges to get some combat points. I went ahead and gambled some combat going to the actual market. Got me some amethyst ultra stuff and some lightning strike. I think for the lightning strike. Yeah, lightning strike. I don't want to get all these. I already have some. I'm probably stick with it. Let me see if I can get a sniper for this. I don't know if I got a sniper skin or not, but oh, I didn't get it, did I? Oh well. Let's do that. 290. I already know people want to get some of this stuff. I want a sniper skin though. Dude, also love it. Make a fucking skin, dude. For the skeleton, like please, dude, for the R7000 skeleton, make an animator skin. Man, come on, I just want to fall. I want to fucking jump around like a beast. I don't do that. These things run the entire time. I feel like these holes are gonna get the most of them though. Was right! How many people get on? Hey, we ranked up. The only survivor. Hell nah. They was all running towards me. Oh, hell nah. Dude. This is amazing.
Too easy.
The heck was that dude not kill? So I'm gonna go ahead and go off here. Appreciate you guys for watching the stream. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Have a nice day.